To be honest with you guys, I don't remember a whole lot about Bad Boys for Life. All I know is that I had a good time with it. And with this one, this is a bad boy. Okay, that was stupid. This was a good movie. When their former captain is implicated in corruption, 2 Miami police officers have to work to clear his name. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith are never ever, I repeat, never ever 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 gonna lose their chemistry with each other. These guys just ooze comedic timing just perfectly with this sequel. And it's also a 4th movie that, to my surprise, actually worked for most of the film. And I genuinely kind of in awe at how much I had fun with this movie. The big reason why this movie works so well is because of the back and forth with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence's characters of Marcus and Mike. In particular, with their chemistry with one another, there's a moment where Marcus is telling Mike that they're pretty much soulmates, and it's downright hilarious. One of the best scenes in the entire film on a comedic level. And without these two, without Will Smith and Martin Lawrence bringing this sort of energy, this bromance on screen 10 out of 10 every single time, this movie would simply just be an okay action film that I will never watch again. It's because of these two that this movie rises above the whole standard action film, because that's truly what this movie would just be. It's a fine action movie that you can just put on in the background when you're doing work. But no, they elevate the material. Speaking of material, the story focuses on the idea of life and how precious it is and how we have to make it count. For Marcus, he is on a spiritual journey through this narrative. And speaking of that, there is a weird near-life death experience montage moment that just feels like it came straight out of a Bad Boys Ride or Die music video rather than the movie itself. It didn't really fit the film overall, and it's brought back in the final 10-12 minutes. I get it. It just was so cringy, for me at least. Besides the spiritual side of the film, you have Mike, Will Smith, where he is dealing with panic attacks and also trying to make peace with his drug-dealing convict son while they are on the run for a crime they didn't commit. For the overall story, it's nothing that's like crazy brand new. It's gonna put a whole new spin on the action genre. No, it doesn't do that. It plays it safe, but it kept me engaged all throughout the entire film. Action-wise, it's awesome. There is one specific moment that had the crowd cheering, and it's quite possibly the best action sequence in any Bad Boys movie ever. And it deals with the character of Reggie. Standing ovation for you, Reggie. You are the MVP. You are the real bad boy. The shots are brought to you by this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher that name. I'm just really glad that the directors brought back the same cinematographer who did Bad Boys for Life to do this one, because it still has that kinetic energy, the quick cuts that go from action sequence to another perspective that is so uniquely different from the other shot that we get. And yes, it has like a music video feel because the directors do have previous work with music videos, so it makes sense that they use their techniques to be utilized in an action sequence. And I gotta say, overall, I'm glad they do that because it brings this unique, fresh take on the action where you'll have close-up action sequences while also giving you a drone shot that goes right into a building, showing you everything that's happening, giving you full context of what's going on in all these different areas with different characters. A couple of nitpicks I have of the film, though, is during the first act, when Mike and Marcus find information that deals with their former boss, they decided to hide really important information from this trusted character that would help them, and then literally 5 minutes later they are telling them all this information. It just felt like tension that really didn't need to be executed. And the last thing is a creative choice that didn't really work for me. It felt very much out of vibe with the film, was when Marcus was going through a near-death experience with the whole weird underwater montage music video moment. Nah, was too cringe. Overall, Bad Boys Ride or Die should have been called Bad Boys for Life. Missed opportunity. 7.5 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.